G'day everybody. In the last video I showed you how to make the body section of an Eskrima training dummy. I've made a couple of little changes to it since the last video. I've just sort of tapered this in a bit, give you a bit more definition around the neck, and I've swapped over these two, so it just tapers it a bit more. But that's just because I'm a bit anal about these sort of things. So now I'm going to show you how to make the base. Please bear in mind I am not a carpenter. I'm hopeless with any sort of handyman stuff, so I'm pretty sure there's many of you who will be able to put together a much better base, but this is just a rough idea. It's basically how I did it. So we've got my old mate El Diablo here, my training dummy. The base that I've done on him is just made out of a couple of offcuts or treated pine. It's pretty rough. Like I said, I'm not a carpenter, but I'm going to put one together now for the new one, and I'll just film it as I go along and might give you a bit of an idea how it's done. Used a circular saw just to cut out some bits of treated pine. So this is just a sleeper. Probably costs about $10 or $11. Treated pine sleeper. These sections here, roughly 30 centimetres long. I've got one piece in the middle that's about 65 centimetres long. Just cut some 45-degree angles, and I'm using the offcut of the original fence post just to get it all into position. These measurements, you know, it's probably just what I had lying around actually when I made my old one, but it seems to give me plenty of stability. You could obviously change that to suit your needs. It could also just be fixed to a base. Another thing you could probably do with it, if you wanted, is rather than having a base, you could just attach a loop or something to the top and hang it like you would do a punch bag, and then you could just have a free hanging one. They do weigh a fair bit though. There's a couple of tyres there, so they're quite heavy. So we'll start fixing this all on. Let's see how we go. So I've screwed it all together now. What I've done on the sides, where these are loose, I've just reinforced them with a little bit of old treated pine fence rail that had lying around. Just it gives it a little bit of extra strength, otherwise it's just held on by these screws here. Like I said before, I've used this offcut just to get it all together. This is a bit of an experiment. Last time I did it, I built it around the actual body with the tyre on, and it kept falling on me, which was a bit annoying. So I've used this bit, which has been a lot easier. And so now I'm just going to remove that, and hopefully the body section will just slide into there. Hopefully, then the operative will. So we'll see how we go with that. There you go, all done. Fitted into the base quite nicely, just with a couple of little adjustments. So now we've got two. The only other things I might add now is just a couple of little loops off an old tyre, just to keep the sticks tidy. And the back here, just got a couple of casters there. I think they're about $4 each from Bunnings, and I've just screwed them on the back. It needed a little bit of extra wood, but it just makes them a lot easier to move around. They do weigh a lot, pretty heavy. So that's about it. That's the base. These things are not pretty, but let's face it, you're just going to hit it with a stick. So they're good fun to make.